Sean from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Alright, complaint is that it's leaving marks on the clothes. So I'm just going to turn it on, see if I hear any odd noises or any kind of bearing issue or anything. So turn it on through operation. Right now it sounds as quiet as can be. So I don't think that there's any kind of bearing or anything going out that may have caused any kind of problem. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to open the door. And I'm going to feel around the front of the drum. And I'm just going to see if I feel the felt seal. And then see if it's moved back. Which in this case it definitely has. And I want to be careful because I could cut myself around the... sticking my finger in there too much. But I can feel that that's missing. So at least that leads me in the direction I want to go. So now I'm going to pop the top panel. And there... Although it's a GE, it's a Frigidaire built GE, so it has tabs here and here, and the top panel will lift up. And what I'm going to inspect from there is the upper felt bearing or seal. It's supposed to have 3 plastic pieces in there. A lot of times it'll wear through those. It'll then start to flatten out that seal, and it'll leave a big gap at the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just press in the tabs. So there's the one there. Go over here, do the same thing. Top will lift up. We pop off the hinge. And what that's going to do is going to allow me the opportunity to look down, and I can see that there's only one plastic tab that's still in place there. The other ones have worn down. Alright, there's a tab here, a little plastic nylon piece right here. There should also be one here in the center and one over here, and we'll say in like the 1 o'clock position. Those 2 are missing. Which obviously lets me know there's been excessive wear on that bearing that's going to allow it to sink down and create a larger gap at the bottom and allow the clothes to get pinched. Alright, so to complete the repair, first thing first, I'm going to unplug the electrical supply. Then I'm going to go ahead and pop the top again. So the tabs, swing that up. That hinge got me again. So now in order to remove this, we have a screw in here and a screw in here. We also have our wiring harness here I'm going to disconnect. So I'm just going to push the tabs, separate them. Now I'm going to get the 2 screws and take those out. Alright, so... So now that I got that out, I can go ahead and just pull back the other side to remove our front housing, and then I'm just going to lift it straight up and off so that way I can get to, here's our seal. You see there's one here, should be one here and one here. And there you are, down here. So we're going to go ahead and remove that, put new adhesive on there, and then secure our new seal in place. So as you see, this is the piece we're going to replace. Missing one, this is here, missing one here and one here. So we're going to go ahead and rip this up, clean it up the best we can, and then install the new one. So alright, we have to remove this, however you can get it off. Be careful, this is sharp, this little lip here that's curled around is sharp, so I'm just going to kind of get it loose and see how lucky we get and how much wants to come off in one piece. So far so good. Alright, that was way too easy. So I'm going to go through here and just try to clean a little bit of this up with my painter's tool, just to make sure there's no giant chunks of anything that's going to not allow it to make a good bond. Basically that's good there. We'll get the new one. We're going to put adhesive. I put it on the seal and then I press in place. Alright, so I'm just going to apply the adhesive right to my seal here. There's no right or wrong way. You don't want to go too nuts and get too much because it's just going to ooze out and has a chance to get into an area that could get on the clothing. So, but obviously you want enough so that way it's going to stick. But this is very messy stuff, so it doesn't take much. Oop. pretty well covered. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close this up because I don't want this glue to lay down on anything of the customers and make a mess. I'm going to take my new seal and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just install this in place here. We're going to slide it forward. Now you want these tabs, they hang off the edge, and you want that to go towards the front of the machine where the control panel. And the reason being, if you put it the other way, they would stick inside the drum, clothes would come through and rip them off. So I'm just going to hold this in place for a few seconds just to let it kind of dry, get sticky. Once I do that, we're going to go ahead and install the front panel back on. There are two hooks or clips at the very bottom that go through two slots on the bottom of this front panel. So it looks like it's sticking. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead now and move this over and install it onto the good. Alright, I'm going to go just like that. Then I'm going to close it up. Now when I'm doing it, I'm going to look at my seal because the drum is falling down because there's nothing to hold it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I don't push my seal back. So I'm lift up my drum, I'm lifting it up, and I can see everything go together. So I think. And I'm just going to tuck, make sure it's all tucked in. Works easier when the wires aren't in the way. Goes better a little. And then just to make sure it's all the way to the front, I can reach in and just push in on that seal to make sure it's slid all the way forward. And that's all I did there. So I still have to hook up my wiring that I disconnected right here. Different sizes and they're keyed so you can't do anything wrong. Got our wiring connected. Got the two screws that I removed in here. I don't have to take it apart because I drop it. I'll start it with my hand. I got those now. Just close the top and snap it on. Just like that. Now we have to reconnect our power source and we'll turn it on briefly. Alright, so we got our power source. Go ahead and plug it in. I'm going to go ahead and turn the unit on. Alright, I'm going to turn it on. I don't want to leave it on too long because as you saw we had to glue everything in. And the heat and the friction may cause our seal to move. But you just want to make sure it is fully assembled, everything's put back together. The unit will heat for us, but we didn't damage anything or disconnect any wires. So I'll give it a few seconds, give it a chance to heat something, and then I'll open up the door and feel the temperature. Thank you for watching another quality in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.